What inspired you to be a free birthing mama?
You did. Bitch, I'm a placenta collector.
To give you like some type of encouragement, since you're a first-time mom, it's not as crazy as it make it out to seem.
Don't put on the hospital girl.
Why?
Because it just feels like you're sick.
You waited your entire pregnancy for this moment, right? So it's like...
And I used to love kids growing up.
I didn't like kids growing up. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your girl Nagad with the one, the only
MommyFlowFlow.
MommyFlowFlow, CEO of Glow with Flow,
Gang, gang, gang.
mother of 3, mother of a newborn, and free birth mama.
Yes. This baby literally flew out of me. He slid out.
Free birth. That's the free birth baby.
He literally slid out of me though.
You did, eh?
I didn't feel the ring of fire. It was just like...
I thought it was really important for us to film a video because of how much knowledge she has on like birth, labor, how much she prepared for birth and all that. So I went on my Instagram and I asked you guys to ask us a couple questions so that you guys can get to know her, but also get tips and tricks because she's huge on like labor tips, labor knowledge.
Yeah,
like,
I just like learned a lot, but yeah.
yeah, she took courses. She had a doula.
Yeah.
Life was good. Okay, you had a water birth?
Yeah, both.
For both, two. Okay, two of them
Both of them.
were water births.
Definitely in water is game changer.
Okay, I have a question for you before we start. What inspired you to be a free birthing mama?
You did. You did, bitch.
Every time she says that, I'm like, girl, stop. Keep it up. Keep it up, though. But for real, though.
No, for real. You. Because I was like, it was your first baby and you did it with no help. And then I was like I had a home birth and I was like, I didn't like how... Because before I was like pro midwives. And then once you started telling me about midwives, and then I realized what happened at my birth. And then
what happened?
It was just... Like my birth was Cairo. Like
I
she
know,
cut the cord. She was just being so extra, telling me what to do, or get out of the tub, or do this. And I was just like, I want to do what I want to do.
The cord was like really, that hurt you.
That hurt me a lot.
Because you talked about it for a while after too. Like,
no, I was really fucked up about that.
So you wanted to keep the
cord attached for, you know, as long as I wanted it to be attached. And then once you said you free birth, and then I was like thinking about it with him, and I was like, you know, I didn't tell anybody. And then I had a doula. Shout out to Ivil. She's a great doula.
I'm going to link her down below.
She's Somali. She basically said she doesn't really like work. Doesn't like working with midwives. And I was like, okay. So this is kind of going the way it's supposed to go.
Okay.
And then she's like, oh, I have access to this course. You should take it. And then my brain I thought I knew so much. But after taking that course, I was like, yeah, I'm never going to the hospital. And I could definitely do it by myself. And doing it by myself was like, it was very painful. Like, but my mom was like looking at me. She's like, you don't even look like a person that's supposed to be in labor. Because I wasn't screaming, you know. I was just like, even with Amari, Cairo, I wasn't really screaming with my second baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't like, you know, like, whatever. You know, I was like breathing through my contractions. And my mom was like, are you sure you're having contractions? And I'm like, can you just stop talking?
So who was present?
It was like my mom, my doula, and then my man.
What was the course that you took?
Oh, it's called FreeBirth Society.
So like
it's $500, but it taught me just so much about like ultrasounds, about getting cervical checks, so much information about like the psychological like hormones that play when you're giving birth, which is like really important. Like that, when I listened to that, I was like so shocked. I was like, wow, no wonder people like tense up, they go to the hospital, they get scared. And then it's like, for example, let's say a gazelle is about to give birth and then a lion starts chasing the gazelle, so she goes into fight or flight, so she stops her labor, runs until she gets into somewhere safe, and then her labor progresses. But you know how someone, when they never went to a hospital, when they go to the hospital, like they have active labor, but then when they get into the hospital setting, it stops. And then they're like, no, they're saying, oh, you're feeling to progress, oh, we need to speed this labor up, oh, you know, like Pitocin, and then that's when all the intervention starts, because the woman, obviously you're in the hospital, bright lights, people are staring at you, how are you gonna feel comfortable, you know?
Yeah, honestly, like whenever people ask me how birth felt like, I always say it felt like taking the biggest poop of my life.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
And I wanted to be left alone throughout all of it.
Yeah, of course. Why would you want, like, if you could take a shit in front of somebody, then that's who you should have around your birth. Would you feel comfortable taking a shit in front of your midwife?
Yeah.
Just staring at you? Taking a shit? No.
No. So that's what inspired you to free birth. But like on your own, what really pushed you from within?
It was just like
the power.
Just the power, just to like, you know, like I can do it myself. On my terms. I can do it myself on my terms.
Why did the midwife cut Cairo's
because she started panicking because he was in the water and like, I found out after, like, when if a baby, so his head came out in the water, so it was out for a while. So usually if a baby's born and their head is like touches the air, so when they come out, they can take their first breath of air quickly. But if they're in the water and they come out, it just takes them a few minutes because their face needs to touch the air a little bit, and get used to it, and then they take their first breath. But when he came out, he wasn't breathing. But then his body was like blue. His body was like hard. It wasn't limp.
Okay.
So babies breathe through their cords. They don't breathe through their mouths when they. So she just panicked. And I told her, no, I don't want it to be cut. And then she just kept panicking. And then I just felt like, I'm happy that I at least said something. But then it was like, I was just in such a vulnerable state,
Of course.
Yeah.
No,
and
but
like,
I should not be defending herself when she gives birth. Like, it's literally the worst time. Oh, don't get emotional.
I know.
But yeah.
It's okay, but yeah.
Yeah, but at least this time around you were able to do it your way.
No. And I feel like I healed from all my other births, like everything that happened with my other births.
Full completion.
Yeah, I just feel so much like more empowered, like, and all that. Like, I don't think about it and get like angry or anything.
Because you experienced it.
I was like, fuck that bitch though, but it's fine. We move, we live.
What did you do with the umbilical cord with Amari then?
Oh, I kept it attached until it turned like all white. I wanted to do a lotus birth, but I'm just like, it's too cold. What am I gonna do?
You did a lot. You did a lot.
I'm like, how am I gonna carry this? It was So I was like, let me just keep it until it's. Yeah, and I like keeping my placentas.
Okay, so what did you do with the placenta?
I have them. They're all stored away until emergency.
I didn't know that.
You could use a placenta for so many things. In the hospital, they use it for a lot of things like skin graft. I don't know. I just have it. It's there in the deep freezer.
In the deep freezer? All of them? Oh my god.
Bitch, I'm a placenta collector.
Oh my god. You could sell those for like...
They're expensive. I know. I'm trying to find out where. It's illegal.
Don't sell it. Yeah. It's illegal. But, I'm trying to find it. It's not medical waste.
No, why they use it?
Yeah.
And they take the blood out of the cord. My mom said she's seen them do that. I was like, you're lying. She's like, yeah, I saw them taking blood out of the cord. And I was like looking at her like, they did that to me too. She's like, they did that to all of you guys. Yeah, I was shocked when she told me. So I was telling her, they so much money for the blood. They take it out of the cord. My mom was like, they did that to you guys. I was shocked.
Oh my god. So the first question is, how will I handle contractions when it's time to give birth? First time pregnant and due date is next month.
Next month. Oh my god. Okay, so when you're in active labor, so usually birth, like, you never know how it's gonna start. For every woman it's like different. First you start with like light, like cramping, and then for most women it's like once you see your mucus plug. But you said your mucus plug came out after, right?
My mucus plug came out like so late. Like, as soon as I got into active labor though.
And as soon as you got into active labor, some people, their mucus plug comes out before they.
You said it was out and you were laying in bed, and I'm like, how?
But for me, my water broke with all of my kids first, and then your water breaking is like only 10% of women. So that's crazy that my water broke first.
Yeah, for all of them.
Yeah, but I would say for active labor, you have to practice breathing, because breathing when you're in active labor is so important.
If you're tense,
it hurts more.
But when you're breathing, you can. It's like when you're breathing.
Try to like relax your body. You just have to try to relax it instead of being like this.
Exactly.
And that's how you are when you're
it's hard to remember, like, to breathe. That's why it's really important, like, the person you're doing it with, for them to remind you to breathe also, and also practicing, because it's like, I don't want to feel this right now,
Yeah. You know what? With my last one, I needed somebody to remind me, but this one with him, I was doing it by myself.
Okay.
Practice breathing, yeah.
And also, when you're breathing, what you realize is that you actually feel what's going on. You feel that it's a contraction. You feel like, oh, this is for my baby.
Just look up birthing affirmations.
Yeah.
And like listening to soft music. Just try to remind yourself that this is gonna end soon and you can get through it.
Yeah, but to give you like some type of encouragement, since you're a first-time mom, it's not as crazy as it make it out to seem. It's not a screaming fest.
Unless you're in the hospital, then fuck. You're gonna be scared in the hospital. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Unless you have like a good midwife and she's gonna be like, turn off the lights. If you can, if you're in the hospital, dim the lights. Turn the lights off as much as possible.
And move around as much as possible.
Don't put on the gown. Don't put on the hospital gown.
Why?
Because it just feels like you're sick. Hospital gown is for, when you're sick. Why are you putting that shit on? You're giving birth.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't put on the hospital gown.
But walking around is so important. Moving around, keeping yourself kind of like, not busy, but
and eating if you want to eat food.
Dates.
Drink water. Dates.
Honey.
Dates,
honey. Yeah. Dates was so good for me. And the moment you feel like, we were talking about this earlier, the moment you feel like you can't do it anymore,
that's when you're transitioning, and that's when the baby's gonna come. Like, it's a normal feeling when you feel like, oh, I want the epidural, I can't do this anymore. That's like when you're transitioning, and that's like the hardest part of labor. So when your cervix opens from like 8 centimeters and dilates to like 10. That's like the hardest part, but you're gonna get into like the pushing, then the contractions stop. The contraction is the worst part, right? The pushing is
okay. The pushing is okay because it's like
uncomfortable,
and it happens on its own because you're not doing anything.
Yeah,
you just kind of wait for time to go by. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. But the only thing with contractions and labor, like since again it's your first time, it's hard to get your mind like you waited your entire pregnancy for this moment, right? So it's like, when you're in it, remembering to breathe is so important. Like, that's what's gonna make or break the whole thing.
The birth, the pushing part?
The breathing part.
Yes.
Just through your contractions, breathe. Like, I know you're probably in a sports bra, sweating, and it's in the middle of the night. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so much things that are so different, but if there's one thing you can do is breathe.
Yeah, and like tell your support person to like make sure to remind you to like drop your jaw.
Yeah.
Drop your shoulders.
This is what I would do actually throughout my pregnancy. I would put my hand on my knee and then I would tap it and then I would like release.
Oh, wow.
And it would
smart.
it was kind of
like engraved like in your subconscious. So
exactly.
Tap, it's like relax, bitch.
Exactly. So
like
whenever you're feeling tense throughout your pregnancy, if you practice this throughout your pregnancy, tap, release every muscle, like every tension in your body, and throughout labor it's gonna help you breathe, especially because it's hard to breathe. It's hard to breathe.
It is.
For me, it was hard. I was
like, the only reason we're covering him
is for monetization purposes, because
I wouldn't be covering him, you know.
YouTube is not gonna.
I want her to get paid. I love her. Is she? Because I don't be covering in restaurants.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good.
So I'm covering for you guys.
But also YouTube, why are you doing this to us? It's also not even just getting paid. It's they're not gonna promote the video. Like you're not gonna see the video because she's feeding a human being that is the same gender as the person who created this website. Okay, next question. What has changed for you since becoming a parent? You've been a parent since 2016?
That's what a girl's felt like forever.
What I've expected motherhood to be like is not at all what it is. It's when they say it's like a whole shift in everything, every aspect of your life is a shift in everything. In everything. Like, and you don't even get I don't know. I expected it to be more fun, but it's still fun. It's just, I'm not the same person. And in a different way. And it's like, sometimes it hits me, I'm looking at Kamal and I'm like, oh my God, this guy's going to be with me forever.
Yeah.
Whether he's in the physical or not, he's going to be with me forever.
I had a journey, but like I guess I could say one thing. Like for me, what changed that I noticed is like, you know, when you're leaving the house, when you're single, when you don't have kids, it's the most easiest thing. You just grab your shit, you go. But leaving the house with kids,
yo, going to a grocery store,
hard. It's hard. It's like a workout.
Going to a grocery store and they don't have what you need.
Yo, every time me and my man are leaving with all the kids, we're always fighting. We're yelling
at each other.
Everybody's just saying, "Hey, put on your shoes." Blah blah blah. Oh, I forgot something. Or everybody's in the car. Oh, they need one thing. Everybody has to get out of the car. We need to go back upstairs. Oh, the baby poops. We have to change that. Oh
my God. Too many schedules.
It's just like I don't. And then I'm in the car mad, and I'm like, I don't even want to go anymore.
Aww.
Yeah. But then I just remember like, yo, it's just like such a struggle, and then we just laugh about it after.
And it's not forever, but it's definitely different. Because when you don't have a baby, or you don't have
grab your
kids,
shit and go.
Yeah. And for me, again, like I was complaining about earlier, if they don't have the chocolate milk I want in one store, it's like, that's okay, I'll just go to Walmart. I'll go to the other one. But then now it's like, I have to drive there, take him out, his nap time. What about his nap time? What is he gonna eat? I'm going to a drive-through. Which one should I go to? What should I get for him? Like, it's just like
everything changes.
Yeah, you're up before your child and you're thinking about what you're gonna do for your child. What is he gonna wear? Does he have clothes? Do I have to do laundry? What is he gonna have for breakfast? He can have this and this and this. Wait, what is he gonna wear? Did I think about what he's gonna wear? Do I have to literally, that's like what it is over and over. So everything changed. I thought it would be cute moments, fun moments. But no, it's just a lifetime.
And you know what my friends say to me now?
What?
They're like, my one friend that has a kid, because I'm always telling them like motherhood is hard. And then they'd be like, yo, you always say motherhood is hard, but I didn't think it was this hard. And I'm like, bitch, I told you. They're like, but I didn't think it was this hard. And I'm like, so what did you think it was? They're like, I don't know.
No, I've heard motherhood is hard, but I'm like, I'm a hard woman. I'm a strong woman.
I can do
but
it.
I didn't know it was this hard because it's an emotional thing you can't prepare for.
Yeah.
It's the emotions you can't prepare for.
Yeah, just feeling like a shit mom sometimes.
Yeah, or feeling like you're not doing enough.
Yeah, I always feel like I'm not doing enough.
Is that what you were gonna say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always feel like I'm not doing enough, and people are like, "You're such an amazing mom," and I'm like,
yeah. And then when I yell at them, I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm traumatizing my kids."
no, but I always tell you, you're a good mom, wallahi.
Thank you.
You're actually good. She's very emotionally in tune with her kids, and that's one thing we don't have in common.
Yeah, she's telling me, she's like, "He's fine." I'm like, "No, he's about to start crying."
Yeah, Kamal was in the car, and she was so in tune with him. Like you were.
Right away. When he would say, I'm like, "Oh, you need something?" You're like,
yeah, but
leave him alone.
You treat. Yeah, I'm like, girl, leave him alone. He's gonna make you go crazy. But you did the same with your kid, and I was like, wow, she's giving him the same treatment. That's so kind. But you said growing up, people called you mommy.
Like the little kids used to call me mom. They used to love me, and I used to love kids growing up.
I didn't like kids growing up.
I used to love them.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. The first diaper I changed was Kamal's diaper, so I just was never near kids.
Oh, me too. I liked them, but I was like not changing
that
diapers.
close to them, huh?
Yeah, I remember my sister had her kid, and oh my god, I was like in love with her daughter like so much.
I can't wait to feel that auntie bond, because Kamal and Ellie,
they have the cutest bond. I was like, you have to bring Ellie with you everywhere.
Everywhere. She's like so helpful. She's so in tune with Kamal, and honestly, Kamal likes her a little bit more than me, but that's okay, cause you know it's auntie. But yo, he loves her. Like he'll take something from me to give to her.
When he drew her a picture,
yeah,
you always have to take that with you.
Yeah, and Ellie loves him. Like she's just so obsessed with him. So like I don't know how it feels to be an auntie. That would be a different type of. Does it feel like it's your kid?
No, you know, all my nieces and nephews, they love me the best. Like I'm not even like.
Because you're so nice.
I'm so nice. They love coming here. They're like, we want to go to Popo's, Auntie Popo's house.
You live on a huge property.
And they love it.
I don't see
my
why
niece
not.
was like, don't ever move from here.
She's so
cute. Yeah.
She's telling the truth. 7. Yo, I agree with her. She's a smart 7-year-old.
Right?
Because never move from here. This is perfect.
I know. I was just like, oh, they're so cute. I love them so much.
Yeah, and you get the help you need. You get the air, oxygen you need. You don't drive, so it's not like you're itching to drive.
I'm itching to drive now. Now I'm like, I can't be passenger princess forever. Because I've been passenger princess. I didn't even mind. I'm like, you know, I'll wait. I'll call my Uber. But now I'm like, you know what? I have 3 kids. I can't be Ubering with 3 kids. I need to start driving now.
Yeah, you need a Range Rover mom.
Oh, Range Rover. Oh my God.
That's a thing. SUV mom will lie.
Yeah, be a big ass, big body truck.
Yeah. Pop the kids in the back.
And then boom.
What car would you get if you got a car?
Honestly, I wanted to get a Tesla before, but then seeing how like Teslas dent very easily.
Yeah.
I'm like,
they're like cheaply made, huh?
I'm gonna be that type of driver. Like, oops,
girl, you know,
going over a curve. Oops. Did I just hit something?
Oops.
I think I need to get a shit car first and then work my way up.
Yeah. Then good. Then if you don't have the expectations, then you're gonna be happy with whatever you get. By the way, she has her own YouTube channel. Why did it take so long to say it?
Oh, I don't. It's okay.
I'm gonna link it down below.
I just haven't posted in a very long time. So
if you've watched this far, she said to me with her own mouth that if she gets to 500 subscribers,
yeah, I'll post. I have like 200 now, so if I get like 500, then I'll start posting again.
Guys, she's a stay-at-home mom with a meditation room and a gong that does affirmations all day.
I have sound bowls too.
Sound bowls. She does healing stuff. Her life is a movie.
Oh, stop.
So we were trying to convince her earlier. I'm always trying to convince her to film more.
I know.
Because I would watch your vlogs.
It's because I don't watch vlogs, so that's why I'm like, I only have this much. I work so hard and nobody's watching me. Okay, at least if there's like 500 people, then I'll be like, I'll work hard for 500 people, you know?
Okay, see, that's it. It's on, you guys heard it here first. She'll work hard for 500, and her life is fun. I actually had a good time. You know what's crazy? We barely left the property and I had so much fun this weekend.
I know, right? Summertime is gonna be so much better.
I know. Just to give a little bit of context, she had 3 births. The first one was a hospital birth. Second one was a home birth with a tub and a midwife present, and the third one was a free birth. 1, 2, 3, done. Did you get an epidural with your first?
No, I did the laughing gas.
Laughing gas, okay.
But I was like, right when I got to the hospital, I was like so scared. Like the lights were so bright. I'm like, give me the epidural right now. They were just watching me. This is so weird. I was like, can you just please give me the epidural? And I had a really old midwife. She's like, no, come into the room. She turned off all the lights. You had a midwife with your first? Yeah. I didn't even know what an OB was. I just thought midwife was what people give birth.
Are you kidding me?
I didn't know what anything.
I was the opposite. Oh. But continue.
Yeah. So she turned off all the lights, and then she's like, oh, go on your hands, like put your hands on top of the bed. And then she was telling my partner at the time to like massaging my back, and I was having back labor, and you know back labor is worse than front labor. And my partner was saying that he saw my muscles moving, my contractions. He's like, "Oh my God, your muscles are moving," and I stopped. I'm like, "That's actually pretty cool." But I was like, I wonder how that looks. Like he literally saw it moving, and yeah, and then once I was transitioning, I was like, "Oh my God, I can't do this anymore. I'm so mad." And because I like got through my whole contractions, and then she's like pulls out the laughing gas, and I'm like, I need to pull. And then I started getting like, you know, that feeling. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, "Okay, you're transitioning now." I had the laughing gas, and then I was on the bed, and then with my hands on top of the bed, I was pushing like that. She told me to go on my back. That's what made me tear. Oh, and then with I was doing coach pushing. I did coach pushing with both babies. I didn't like that.
Cairo?
With Cairo too, yeah. Why? They were telling me like push, like with it, and I was pushing, but like your body, you don't need to push. Your body does the pushing for you. That's why with him, he just came out so smoothly.
That's what you said.
Because I was just, my body was just doing it, and every time I felt it, I would just go, you know, like kind of like trying to do like deep breathing.
Yeah.
And he just like, I thought I was gonna have the ring of fire, but I guess maybe it's because I had two other babies. I don't know, but he just went. I just felt him going to my breath canal.
But also the water too, eh?
And he just like slipped out, girl.
Yo, for me, I didn't do coach pushing, but I did tear. But Kamal was big.
He was big. How many pounds?
But he wasn't that many pounds.
You don't even know how many.
Well, that's the thing. I just estimated one day. I stepped on the scale, okay, and then I held him, and
that's
it was
what
like
somebody said they did, and I was like, how does that even work? But I guess you just add in.
But then I didn't even weigh him the day when he was born. Like I weighed him like 2 days after he was born or something.
They lose a lot of weight.
Yeah, I know.
They lose a lot of weight.
So I don't really know how much he was, but he tore me for sure. But I was like so dry. Like I should have lubed it up or something. I didn't lube it up, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We're gonna do our last question, and then we're gonna end it here, just because you know we gotta move on with the day. If you could time travel, would you have told yourself to have kids later in life, sooner, or not at all?
That's a really good question.
I know.
Jeez, I don't even know. I want to see your answer first.
The sooner I did it, the better. So I think I did it at the perfect time. I'm gonna have them 2 years apart. I'm gonna be done having kids by the age of 26. And I started at 23, and then it's like done. So I don't want to. I wouldn't have wanted them sooner, and I wouldn't have wanted them later. Cause sooner would have been pre-Rona, and I don't think I wanted any kids pre-Rona. My first baby is born 2021, and then now after this, I'm done before my 30s. So, and I also do think it's important to have kids because I just think it's just. Before I thought it's not. People have differing opinions when it comes to having kids, right? But you have a journey with kids. Like, you have a 6-year-old.
Yeah, I have a 6-year-old. Oh my God, guys.
And she's 29, right?
I'm turning 29.
She's turning 29, yeah.
Sometimes I forget. It's okay. I'm 21, guys. Shush.
Yeah, she's... Sorry, girl. I exposed your age.
I'm forever 21. It's okay. I don't know. I feel like I had them at a good time. 3 before 30.
That's actually pretty good.
3 before 30.
And you love them all.
I know, right?
Of course. I mean, yeah, but they all have, like, their own little, like, personalities and lives and impacts on other people. And I mean, Camille is like amazing. I mean, I haven't really met him in person, but I've seen him.
Camille's just crazy. He's like obsessed with like a very dark stuff. He has, like,
for now, but I saw him snowboarding for the first time.
Oh yeah.
That was impressive. You have smart kids. Well,
oh, thank you.
Cairo is like Cairo is small and mighty.
He's small and mighty.
Yeah, and he's been playing with Kamal, and
they're so cute.
Open, like you know, like, and you know, it's like I can't imagine you without them.
No, I can't even. I don't remember my life before my kids.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck I was doing before them.
And they keep you humble. They keep you peaceful. They keep you thinking about other people. They keep you
on my toes.
And on your toes.
I'll be on my toes.
And girl, once this baby's all grown, you're done.
Oh, I know. I feel like my 40s, I'm gonna be living my life when I'm 40.
I'm gonna be living my life in my 40s too.
I feel like at least your 30s. You're gonna be good 30s. 40s, I'm gonna be traveling. My kids are gonna be fine. They're gonna be grown.
How old are you saying? How old are you thinking?
They're gonna be like 10, right? When I'm in my 40s.
So 10 is the number? 10 is the number? So I'm
gonna be like, leave their ass? Sure, why not? Bye. I'm gonna go travel. I'm gonna be in Bali doing ayahuasca. I don't fucking know.
Do anything you want, wallahi.
Yeah, exactly.
No, wallahi, it's a good thing. So not sooner, not earlier, not later. Yeah. No, this is perfect timing. I love my kids.
I know.
I haven't met the second one, but honestly, I love
You
her.
love
Like,
her, right? It's a girl.
it's like I can't believe this is my life, and I'm so grateful. I always say it, and whenever something bad happens, I'm always like, at least I have my kids.
Yeah, oh,
Right?
I love that. That's perfect.
Do you
I should
feel
start
that
saying
like that sometimes though? Like,
Yeah,
at
like
least
I
you
always
have
say.
Cairo.
Yeah, I always say like
And-
I'm grateful for my kids and stuff, but like I never like if anything bad happened, I never thought, oh, at least I have my kids. But I like that. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna start saying that.
That's my thing. I'm like, well, if anything bad happens, if like let's say worst comes to worst, I don't know, I lose my house, my car, my life, my everything, my identity. At least I have my babies. That's all that matters.
No, that really is.
I love them, man, and it makes me so grateful for my mom. Cause
I start crying.
Okay.
I know, no. You know, after I gave birth to Camille, I looked at my mom and I was like, I'm so sorry for everything I did.
I literally feel like that all the time.
That's the first time she saw my tattoo. She's like, is that a real tattoo? And I'm like, ooh.
At the hospital?
Yeah. And I'm like, ooh. Yeah, it is.
But it was a good tattoo.
Yeah.
This is something
Anyways.
good. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about it. But anyway. But yeah, honestly, the moment where you look at your mom and you say sorry, like I felt that so much.
I'm so sorry, like shit.
My mom would always tell me, she would always say, when you have kids, you'll understand. When you have kids, you'll understand.
Now I understand why my mom was always yelling at us. Now I'm like, yo.
I feel bad that I took over my mom's house. Her decor. She couldn't even have decor. Her car could never be clean.
Oh my god, you guys fucked it up, eh?
Yeah, like imagine.
I grew up with 8 siblings. Imagine me. My house was fucking crazy. Ah!
And your mom basically, was she solo parenting basically?
No. It was my older sister. My older sister is
Helped
basically
her?
like, taking care of us. And I was like, my older sister always yelling at us. I was like, I forgive you. I understand why you're yelling at us.
Yeah, it's like mothers literally sacrifice their lives for you. I always send snaps to my sisters where I'm like, this is why they say it's your mom. That's your mom. Don't talk like that. Don't act like that. It's your mom. It's like, these are the moments. And I see those moments when Kamal behaves in ways that are like either unacceptable or like.
You guys should see Camille. Camille's always like, I hate you, mom.
Is there anything else you want to add? Because this is all the questions we're going to answer for the day.
That's it. Whew.
It was really emotionally.
I know. But this is fun. I like it.
Yeah.
I like talking in front of the camera.
Me too. That's one thing we have in common. It's not awkward.
No, I don't feel awkward around you, but like when I go out in public, I hate vlogging. I don't like people staring at me. I hate when people stare at me.
It's easier when you're not alone.
Yeah.
You hate when people stare at you?
I don't like when people stare at me. No, it makes me uncomfortable. I'm like, why are you looking at me?
What do you mean?
I know, it was like me last night.
Yeah.
So hot.
I'm like, what do you mean? She's wearing like a full cheetah print.
Wait,
You
hold
should
on.
watch my vlog. Here, that's your phone.
Oh,
We have the
show
same
my,
phone.
My screen, show them my screensaver
Yes.
so they can see.
Okay, wait, let me guess.
This is my outfit.
That was her last night.
Oh, I don't think. No.
You'll get it. Look at that, guys.
And my ass was kind of out too.
She had a mullet. She had a
mullet.
wig mullet. That's why her hair is braided.
Yeah.
It's a braid out.
I kind of opened it, but.
But she looks so cute. She did a little mini get ready with me.
Everyone's staring at me.
Yeah, she's like, I hate being stared at, but everybody's staring at me. And you had like these platform red. Guys, watch my vlog. It's in my vlog.
Very out there.
Yeah, it was in my vlog. Yeah, you told me to. Whatchamacallit? We were filming the get ready with me.
Yeah.
The transformation. She's like, girl, they need to see me glow up. But you look so cute at the end. I loved it, and it's so crazy how kind of like. It's just so crazy. I don't know. It was really great. This weekend was really great.
I know. I wish I would stay longer.
Yeah.
Really
Anyway, I'm like, yeah. Anyway, life sucks sometimes, but
we live.
we
move.
and we survive. But that's the end of the video. And after this, we're gonna start getting ready to go away. A bird.
I know.
Robin.
So Robin, yes, you're
Yeah,
right.
comment a bird down below. This is the end of the video. If you made it all the way to this point, make sure to leave a bird emoji if you haven't left a comment. Gang. Subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to Flo's channel. Check her out on Twitter. I mean on TikTok, on Instagram. I'm gonna leave all of her links down below.
Yeah, and if you want to get the mullet, my girl hair by Muffy.
Oh, you got it from a girl?
She did it for me, yeah.
Wow, okay.
And she does customized wigs, and it's a good price, very good price.
Yeah,
Not
nice.
expensive.
I'll ask you for her link and I'll link it down below with her socials. Why not? So that's the end of this video. Hopefully we can film more videos together. This is our third link up since we've known each other. I'll see you guys in my next one. Same place, same time.
Gang, gang.
Okay, good.